What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, coach of the Detroit Steel Wings, bringing you our Week 2 Team Builder in GBA Global Battle Association Season 8. If you guys don't know anything about this, feel free to check out the playlist in the description. It's got our draft analysis so you can see what all our team consists of. You guys see it above me, 2 pictures above me, actually. You guys can check out our Week 1 Team Builder and our battle that went up against Coach It's Gator and the Florida Gators if you guys are interested. We are going up against division rival Coach Z, coach of the Columbus Jew. Looking to pick up a W. Divisional wins always do put us better off in standings overall for playoffs, so looking to pick up a big W here today. You guys see his team up on the screen. We'll kind of talk about it right here. Coach Z's team consists of Excadrill, Manaphy, Clefable, Porygon 2, Sneasel, Mienshao, Celebi, Weezing, Mega Ampharos, Relicanth, and Blaziken. This is Blaziken, not Speed Boost Blaziken, so that is something to note about his team. Looking at Excadrill, it's a very hard-hitting steel type, base 135 attack, can rapid spin, Mold Breaker, Toxic, can obviously go through like things like Magic Bounce Users. I'm trying to see what's Mold Breaker would be good against right here. Can't see Mold Breaker going through anything right here, so I mean it's just an overall handy ability. Sand Rush if he wants to set up the Sand Force if he wants to use the sand as well. He has the Manaphy base 100s across the board, very solid water type, often seen with like a Tail Glow 3 attack set, a Calm Mind set as well if he need be. Can set up the rain for itself with a hydration ability, so our plan won't necessarily work too much, but if we don't have rain then we're good. Got a lot of special coverage moves. Never really see a physical Manaphy run too much. Clefable is a very annoying fairy type Pokemon to deal with. Incredibly bulky, can be very offensive, can be defensive as well. Good cleric, good wish support, very reliable recovery on its own. Porygon 2, a super bulky Pokemon with access to Eviolite, Bolt Beam coverage, reliable recovery. Commonly you gotta see this thing worn down with Toxic. Bolt Beam, Foul Play, things like that. Sneasel, a little bit of a discount Weavile. You sacrifice a little bit of speed and power for a bit more bulk with access to Eviolite, or just a discounted set overall. Priority Ice moves, which do kind of threaten a little bit of my team right here. Stab Dark is always bad for those powerful knockoffs. 115 speed, so it is the fastest thing on his team. Mienshao has 2 incredible abilities in the League format with Regenerator and Reckless. Regenerator allowing the Pokemon to, when it's sent back, when it's retreated and then sent back out into battle, it gains 33% of its health back. Reckless obviously boosting those recoil moves. 105 base speed, second fastest Mon on the team. Next up here, he's got Celebi. He's got 2 of the base 100 pixies there. Celebi with the natural cure ability. Grass Psychic typing, can set up on both sides, can hazard, speed control with T-Wave, Baton Pass, all that good stuff. So that's something to watch out for. Weezing is a very bulky defensive Pokemon. Access to Toxic Spikes, access to Will-O-Wisp, Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb, Thunder. Something to note is that Manaphy and Weezing are his 2 Z captains, so you could see something like a Z Rain Dance, potentially Z Haze Weezing, Z Memento, other things like that. Memento is also scary for setting up with things like Swords Dance Mienshao, Tail Glow Manaphy, Swords Dance Excadrill, stuff like that. So that is something to keep in mind. Mega Ampharos is his Mega, so his Fairy Steel Dragon Core consists of Excadrill, Clefable, and Mega Ampharos. Very hard hitting with 165 base special attack, also with the Mold Breaker. Kind of slower, it's got 45 base speed, so if I saw like an offensive sweep from this thing, it definitely needed to be an agility set. But Dragon Pulse, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, a lot of good stuff that it can do. Hits really hard. Relicanth is a very interesting pick. 130 defense, 90 attack, which isn't too bad. Could be a stealth rocker for sure. It's got the sturdy ability. Rockhead Rock Smash is something that he could run. He could definitely bring like something like a Trick Room team with Relicanth, Mega Ampharos, having something like P2 set the Trick Room for those Mons. Definitely I could see that happening. Blaziken also has a variety of coverage too. Obviously a lot more prone on the physical side, but it does have a base 110 special attack, so that is something to note. Also Baton Passing on, so that could be something to take advantage of here. Some things to note, hazard setters on his team. He has Excadrill, Clefable, Celebi, and Relicanth to set up Stealth Rocks. He has no spike setters, but he does have Weezing as a Toxic Spiker. His form of hazard removal is Rapid Spin with Excadrill. If I'm not mistaken, looking at his team, like Blaziken might get Defog? Like maybe somewhere, but I don't think it does. Rapid Spinning is Excadrill. He's got Clerics in Clefable and in Celebi as well. Also a good Healing Wish user in Celebi as well too. So we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about the team right here. First up here, we're bringing back Real Steel to Jirachi. Choice Scarf this week, not a defensive set. One of the things I like about Jirachi is that it can be molded to however you want to. Choice Scarf this week. The plan is, as I let you guys know the plan is to hazard stack, phase, sweep. That is the plan. So if we can stack some hazards, we can phase them around, weaken them up a little bit, just kind of wear him down a little bit by bit for something like Thundurus or Lycan Rock to come in afterwards and just kind of clean up house. So Jirachi here, Choice Scarf, Serene Grace ability, 252 special attack, 4 in special defense, 252 speed with a timid nature. We obviously outspeed his entire team. We speed tie with +1 mana fee, Choice Scarf, Celebi as well. That is in case he wants to go for a Z Rain Dance. We can still have the option for a speed tie. Rocks are very nice. Rocks chip down his Mons. They do 25% to the Sneasel, 12% to about everything else. I mean, just a little bit of chip is very nice to have. Energy Ball hits the Excadrill very, very hard. Hits the Manaphy hard. Hits the Relicanth. Presumed he's not sturdy. Destroys him. Flash Cannon hits the Clefable. Flash Cannon hits everything else. It's not a resist. Psychic is there for the Weezing. Psychic from full destroys a defensive Weezing, which I feel like he needs for the option of a Mega Beedrill or an Infernape. So I definitely could see him running just like straight up defensive Weezing. So Psychic just blows through him. 98% Mineral. So if he's got, as long as we've got rocks up, we kill after rocks. So unless he's got some special defensive investment, but I don't anticipate that coming. So Jirachi can definitely do a few revenge kills this game. Outspeeding Scarf Excadrill, being able to kill with Energy Ball is very nice as well. Psychic still does good chip damage. I mean, it's a base 100 stab move, even though it's a resisted hit. If he doesn't have, I mean, a base 65 special defense, you know, he's got an overwhelming HP stat, but it'll still be doing like 20-25%. So if he feels like that's a switch in, so be it. We can definitely get some chip damage off on that. Next up here, we're bringing Hound Dog. Lycanroc Dusk is making his debut. Life Orb, Tough Claws ability, 252 attack, 36 in defense, 220 speed with a Jolly Nature, 29 IVs and HP with Zen Headbutt, Iron Head, Stone Edge, and Drill Run. So this set might look a little weird. Because a few things. One, where's my Accelerock? Two, where's my max HP? And where's my 31 IVs and HP? Hear me out. So, Life Orb does 10% of your damage. We'll start with the 29 IVs and HP. Life Orb does 10% of your HP. And based on rolls, Sneasel does have a chance to do a lot to this thing, provided he stays in, not fearing an Accelerock. I took the 2 IVs out of HP, put it in defense. That allows Lycanroc to take the hit better. Not by like leaps and bounds, mind you, but it does allow Lycanroc to take a hit from Sneasel a little bit better. He should fear the Accelerock, so he should switch, which I'm not carrying that. So the Life Orb is doing 10%. It doesn't round up. It just does the first basic integer. So 10% of 149 as far as Pokemon damage goes. It does 14 as opposed to 15. So it's doing 1 less HP per Life Orb recoil, and we are getting the defense boost back in defense. So really, it's kind of like a better trade-off this way. We're losing less and still keep a lot of our good bulk that we have for something like the Sneasel. Zen Headbutt, this thing pretty much like 2-hit KOs his entire team. I'll open calcs here really quickly just to kind of talk about it. Lycanroc, Hound Dog, there we go. So like a Weezing set, if he's like max HP, max defense, we 2-hit KO with Zen Headbutt if he thinks that's a clean switch in. 52.9 to 63 on a low roll. Excadrill, we outspeed that. Drill Run kills. Stone Edge kills the Manaphy. Iron Head kills Clefable. P2 without his Eviolite dies to Stone Edge. I mean, it's just a very hard-hitting Pokemon that can definitely pick up some KOs this week. Something to note, obviously, is that Sneasel does outspeed. This outspeeds everything on his team except for the Sneasel or any Choice Scarf users. But like I said, Sneasel wouldn't want to stay in with this thing because I do have access to the Accelerock. So the defense kind of helps with like a low kick type situation if he does stay in, or somehow if I've used all 4 of my moves and then he's like, oh, he doesn't have Accelerock. That is going to be able to help me out there. Mountain Lady, the Kangaskhan is coming. She is coming in hot with the leftovers, the Scrappy ability. He doesn't have a Ghost type. We could not run, what is it? Could not run Inner Focus on this thing just based off this as a, legalities and stuff. Couldn't run Inner Focus with Wish. So Wish protects Seismic Toss and Roar, max HP, 64 defense, 192 special defense with a careful nature. We're tossing Wishes left and right. We're healing up Lycanroc, we're healing up Jirachi, we're healing up Cofagrigus, Thundurus, and Donphan, as you guys can see there. Wish Protect is really cool. You guys will see a little bit about like kind of wearing down his team in a minute. Spoilers, there's Toxic Spikes on Cofagrigus, but Wish Protect is really nice. He can't hit me super hard outside of Mienshao. Or Sneasel if he brings the Sneasel, but he can't hit me super hard outside of Mienshao. This thing can take 2 Dragon Pulses, or 2 Thunderbolts. 2 Thunderpulses or 2, let me double check here, just for the sake of it all. Mega Ampharos, all-out attacker. Yeah, so this thing is a 3-hit KO from a max special attack, modest Mega Ampharos. Focus Blast obviously does hurt, however, he's got 8 of those, and if he can hit, let's say 3 in a row, if I can get a Protect, a Wish, a Protect, in. If he can hit 4 of those in a row, I mean, Coach C is just an absolute lord. Just an absolute lord. But I don't think anybody Mega Ampharos can hit 4 Focus Blasts in a row. So this thing is designed to do that. I can Wish Pass into other things. Roar is going to be nice for phasing over those hazards. We've got the rocks. I talked about the Toxic Spikes as well. Coming in hot, Kirogiri with the Colbur Berry, the Mummy ability. Toxic Spikes, Pain Split, Haze, and Knockoff. Max HP, 4 in attack, 252 defense with an impish nature. Toxic Spikes are really nice because his poison type is not grounded. So he can't remove them outside of Rapid Spin. He has no Defogger to get rid of them. And then Excadrill can only Rapid Spin. So, and he can't Rapid Spin against me, and I tank anything that boy wants to go for. He needs to be banded. He needs to set up and go for something. So if he sets up, we've got Haze there. We've got Haze there for Manaphy as well if it decides to go for Tail Glow, Swords Dance, Sneasel, Swords Dance, Mienshao, all that good stuff. Toxic Spikes is there. Pain Split for the recovery. Knockoff is good for removing items. Mummy is good for finding out abilities, specifically Mienshao. If Mienshao hits me in any way, shape, or form, U-turn, Knockoff, whatever, so be it, we'll remove its ability and reveal it'll obviously be turned to Mummy. So what does that do? Prevents him, so I'll know he's Reckless, so I can calc for the damage output. It'll remove his Reckless in case he decides to go for like a high jump kick or something. If he's Regenerator, if he physically touches me, he does not get Regenerator health coming back in. That's not how that works. So we will constantly keep wearing that thing down as well with the Mummy ability, which is really, really nice. Like I said, Knockoff is there for items, removing recovery on stuff like Wheezing, removing potential recovery, removing Eviolite from things like Porygon 2 as well could be very useful. An item on Clefable would also be really nice if he does decide to bring it. Next up here, potentially one of our... I feel like Thundurus is going to do a really good amount of work this week. We're bringing Charge Belt back, Fight EMZ, Prankster, Thundurus, Nasty Plot, T-Bolt, Sludge Wave, Focus Blast, 36 in HP, 4 in defense, 252 special attack, 4 in special defense, 212 speed with a timid nature. Nasty Plot allows us to sweep at pretty much +2 outside of a really bulky Porygon 2 or a super special defensive Mega Ampharos. Thunderbolt hits the Manaphy, hits the Clefable, hits the Porygon 2, hits the Sneasel, hits the Mienshao, hits the Celebi, hits the Wheezing, hits the Relicanth, hits the Blaziken. Sludge Wave hits the Clefable for very super effective damage, just in case he's a bulky boy. Sludge Wave hits the Celebi for super effective damage. Focus Blast hits the Porygon 2, the Excadrill for super effective damage, and the Mega Ampharos for as much damage as I can possibly put out. At +2, yeah, like I said, we sweep the team. If he doesn't bring Sneasel or a Scarf user, Thundurus absolutely sweeps. So I'm really looking forward to Thundurus doing some stuff here. At 212 speed, something I didn't talk about, Hound Dog, 220 speed with the Jolly Nature. We're outspeeding everything except for Sneasel. We outspeed Mienshao by 1 point. Same thing here. 212 speed with the Timid Nature. We're outspeeding the Mienshao by 1 point. 36 in HP to give us an odd amount of HP, so that way we can come in on rocks should he get them up. 4 in defense, 4 in special defense, because you don't want your EVs to go to waste. So it doesn't really help with the roll, but just on the off chance you don't put it in there, you'll regret yourself if you don't. So Seaman Toss, the Donphan is coming. Assault Vest Donphan with the Sturdy ability. Seed Bomb, Rapid Spin, Earthquake, and Knockoff. Max HP, 4 in attack, 132 in defense, 108 in special defense, 12 in the speed with an Impish Nature. This is a very interesting set. Huge shout out to everybody in the Detroit Steelings front office, by the way. I really could not maintain as many leagues as I am without them. They help keep me sane. They help me keep ready. Battle ready. I love my boys and girls in the front office. Thank you guys so much for everything. I just want to throw that out there right now. Donphan is AV this week. Seed Bomb Spin, Earthquake, Knockoff. We already have a Rocks user. We already have a T-Spike user, so Rocks aren't necessary in this thing, so we can definitely rock an AV. Max HP, just to give us the most bang for our buck. 4 in attack, because we don't want EVs to go to waste. 132 in defense, helps us take hits from Excadrill, helps us take hits from Mienshao, helps us take hits from Relicanth, helps us take hits from Blaziken. 108 in special defense, plus the Assault Vest allows it, so if I am not mistaken, I don't believe... Mega Ampharos. Yeah, Mega Ampharos cannot 2-hit KO. Dragon Pulse is a guaranteed 3-hit KO on this set. If he is max special attack Modest, that's the hardest way he can hit me. And it is a 3-hit KO, and I threaten him out with Earthquake doing 70 to 83. Provided he has some HP. If he has no HP, I knock him out after a few rock switches. So that'll be really, really nice. Seed Bomb is there for the Manaphy. Seed Bomb is there for the Excadrill if he does have it. Earthquake obviously hits it harder, but Seed Bomb does do a bit more. Seed Bomb is doing 160, whereas Earthquake is doing 150, so Seed Bomb is usually the play there against the Manaphy if it need be. Rapid Spin for removing hazards if he does set up rocks or Toxic Spikes. We don't want either of those. We don't have a Cleric this week, so if he does bring T-Spike Wheezing, that is something that we do need to make sure of. I don't think he'd bring it. I don't think he'd bring Toxic Spikes on Wheezing because of the Mega Beedrill, but I also think he'd bring Mega, like, super defensive Wheezing for the Mega Beedrill as well. So Earthquake obviously hits everything outside of Wheezing. Once Wheezing's gone, this thing just kind of sits and clicks Earthquake. Knockoff is also good for removing items. Like I said, the Black Sludge on Weezing, being able to remove lefties from other things, Eviolite on Porygon 2, could also be really nice as well. So all that being said, that is our team going up against Week 2, Coach Z and the Columbus Chew, hoping to pick up a big W this week in our division. I hope you guys are excited. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the team in the comment section down below. Of course, feel free to subscribe if you guys are new. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Later.